So my stash is here. Do I need to Dante? Wait, we can give him a drone repair kit. Can we use him as a drone? Dante? Oh, it's just me and Dante. Okay, I was gonna say, like, can I give this gun to one of my teammates? Computer? Your workstation and mission computer. Alright. Access Shadowlands BBS. Claim payment for sold pay data. Pending transactions, sold antiquities delivery schedule. We got 495 yen. Go back. Post pay data. I don't have any pay data. Go back. Jobs directory. Pending and active jobs. So I'm guessing there's gonna be like jobs to choose. Completed jobs. Yeah, no. Alright. My stash. So we picked up a bunch of drugs from last time, right? Let me put this away. We don't want to hold on to that. Eiger. Eiger turns to face you. There's a pained look on her face. Look, I owe you an apology. Alright, I'm listening. When Monica died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise, but I took that anger out on you and I shouldn't have. Alright. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me you couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away, and I said some things that I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. She is like incredibly well adjusted. She is more mature than most of the human beings that I know in real life. Like, imagine if you met someone like this on the internet. You'd be like, holy crap, what planet did I end on? That's not what happens on social media. Imagine like going to Twitter and somebody's like, you see conversations like this, it's like, what planet am I on? Is this Earth? Are these human beings? Yeah, no, human beings are not like this. Human beings are awful and unrepentant. Her body relaxes, she begins to turn away. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Well, there are a few things I want to say. She stops and turns back at you. You can see the weariness behind her eyes. Go ahead, nobody's stopping you. I accept your apology, but if you ever insult me in front of the team again, you're gonna regret it, as a promise. No? That's a weak-ass apology. That weak-ass apology changes nothing. Your behavior after Monica's death was inexcusable. No, that's not true either. You're a valued member of this team, Eiger. We need you now more than ever. I'm glad that you're on my side. She raises a hand to stop you. The expression on her face has gone from cautious to annoyed. Cut the bullshit, fearless leader. I don't respond well to flattery. I wasn't trying to flatter you, Eiger. No, you are a valued member of the team. I value sharpshooting. I wasn't trying to flatter you, Eiger. I didn't want to tell you how wonderful and valuable I am. Yeah, I got that part. Now that you've given me a pat on the head, I suppose that you expect me to fall in line like a good little soldier. No, just keep doing what you do. You know, there's nothing easier or more hollow than an empty compliment. It's cheap manipulation and I can always see right through it. Are you high? You're the only sniper on the team, Eiger. I appreciate having a sniper on the team. Alright, you know what? She's crazy. She's not a well-adjusted person. She turns away. You should go. I've got prep work to do for our next run, and you've got more important things to do than to watch me pack my gear. What an idiot. What a dumbass. Unbelievable. No, that's bad writing, come on. That wasn't flattery. That wasn't hollow flattery. Glory's expression remains distant, but her lips curl upwards to a hint of a smile. SCKC, need something? Everything still okay with you? You never need to worry about me, SCKC, I'm fine. Alright, I'd still like to know more about that chrome you're sporting. That's not a story I'm interested in telling out of context. If you really want to get into it, we're gonna need to go back, way back. She stares at you with her cold dead eyes. I'm not sure you want to do that. You say that you'll give me answers when we talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? There's no hostility in her voice. If anything, she sounds suspicious. Because I'm the leader of this team and I need to know as much as I can about the runners who are working with me. Yes. Oops, I hit my mic, sorry. Because knowing more about you helps me run the team better, right? She pauses for a moment considering, then she nods. Alright, fine, we can talk. But we're doing it on my terms, alright? This is a long story, SCKC, long and ugly and cruel. Are you sure you want to hear this? Please. Alright, I'm gonna start at the beginning, not for you, for me. I guess that it might help me to say all of this out loud. She takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. When she speaks, her voice comes out in a cool monotone. Okay, before we go... Because look, when I was talking to Eiger, the other two options, I just completely disagreed with. They were completely obnoxious. Right? In fact, the first one was like, if you insult me in front of the team again, as if I care about people insulting me in front of other people. Like, that's so petty. And then the other one is like your weak-ass apology. Like, it wasn't a weak-ass apology, it was a proper apology. So the other two options were just completely wrong, and then the third one she responds poorly to. What's that about? Anyway, back to this. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice enough place, I suppose. My parents worked as wage slaves for IFMU. What's the abbreviation for? My mum was a good person. Once upon a time, my father was a decent person as well. That's what Mum always told me, but I never knew him that way. She pauses for a long moment. When she begins speaking again, some of the ice has fallen away from her voice. For the first time since you met her, Glory sounds alive. The dad that I knew was an old damaged Euro War vet who turned to hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that meant either the Ritter Christi or their fascist cousins, the Krauteritters. My father chose the latter path. Alright, he was a Nazi. I still remember hiding in my room when my father had his Krauteritter brothers over for a prayer group. They would drink and get rowdy, then spend an hour or two running themselves up with talk about heretics and the devil's work. Then they'd go find some poor elf or dwarf, stomp the living shit out of them, and drown him in the Neckar. Ah, yes. Racist Nazis. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with Mum, who would commemorate the event by drinking a bottle of wine and crying herself to sleep. Just elves and dwarves? I assumed that a mage or an orc would make a more tempting target. Yeah, no, they're bigger. I'd like to get my hands on your dad with his crusaders, see how long they like pushing someone who can push back. I'm sorry, Glory, no child should have to grow up like around that. Yeah, you know what, that's not... I mean, this is obvious. Thanks, SCKC, this is difficult for me. Thank you for making it easier. You're welcome. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murderous assholes, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mom, kid stuff. Then I turned 14 and everything went to shit. Glory pauses, then swallows hard. Ever so slightly, her cheeks flush red. Suddenly she looks self-conscious, as if she just snapped out of a trance. As quickly as it came, the flush of emotion disappears. Her voice frosts over. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Well, we can guess what happened. I mean... Airing this stuff out is clearly helping you work through it. Keep going, Glory, this is just getting good. You don't need to say anything that you don't want to, but if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me. Airing the stuff out is clearly helping you to work through it. You don't need to say anything that you don't want to, but if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me. I mean, yes, but do I say that at this point? I think I don't say that at this point. I think I say that the next time I talk to him. I talk to her. Right, like this, she just had a flashback that she doesn't like. So I think the correct thing to do here is to ease off, to back off. And then the next time we say, you know, the last time we made some progress through the talking. If you want to talk more now to make more progress. So I'm going to ease up here. Thank you for your understanding. Glory stares at you through cold dead eyes. Now let's get back to the job at hand, shall we? Alright. I think that's the right thing to do. I think Eiger's an idiot. And we're gonna talk to, what's his name, Paul? Amso's expression is harder than you've seen it before. When he speaks, his voice is grim. Eiger has told me of Green Winter's death. She said that he died in the same manner that Monica did. I've seen worse. She shouldn't have done that. Speaking for the team is my job, not hers. It wasn't a pretty sight. Amso nods gravely. I know that you and Eiger have had your differences. I would tell you that she was badly shaken by the sight of Winter's body. She also mentioned that you found something in Winter's safe, a package of very old discs. May I see them? Of course. Good God. Intentionally, Amso lifts a disc from the bundle and holds it up to the light. Slowly he begins to turn it in his hand, causing rainbow patterns to shimmer across its surface. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. CDs, Paul! CDs! We don't use CDs. This is a DVD-RW. Oh, DVD? Wait a minute, DVD-RWs degrade over time. A data storage medium from the mid-2000s. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. No, DVD-RWs degrade over time, don't they? Do you know how we can read these things? He puts down the DVD in his hands and quickly inspects the others. The first disc that I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged, some severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There is a little shop outside the data haven. Talk to the proprietor, Maliet Hoyle. Maliet Hoye. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. I'm on it. She's not gonna talk to me again. Can I tell her she's an idiot? Alright, I can't tell her she's an idiot. Welcome back! What can I do for you? Item broken drone. I acquired this drone. Can you get it up and running again? Yeah, probably. It might take a bit of doing though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but either way it's on the house. Alright, sweet. I'll leave it in your hands. I'll start on it right now. See you later. Hang on a second. There was something else that I wanted to talk to you about. Yes, go on then. I'm listening. I'm looking on something that can play back a DVD-RW. Really? That is old tech, very old. In fact, just a moment, I'll go look. She turns to rummage through a bin of obsolete components at the back of her store. Ah, yes, here we are. The dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat screen display out of the bin. This display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player, RCA, you know, vintage. The player itself, though, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in the crowd bazaar can help you find your DVD player, he can, but he'll almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. She takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you're not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I could give you the display for, say, 200 yen. Paul Amso said to charge it to his account. Ah, very well. I will have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Amso straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Can we buy something from him? from her. Renraku Craftwork. The thing is, we didn't deck last mission at all, right? The last mission we didn't actually use our deck. I'm just wondering, like, what is the point of being a decker? We never use... Cause it's not useful in combat, right? Reduce alarm state by 4. We have erosion. Shield sniffer. Execute assassin ESP. Attacker ESP. What does the assassin do? Which I should get an ESP. Expert system program. Exploder ESP. Shield ESP. Do I want the assassin or the attacker? I don't know. Alright, let's get that. We unequip this, equip that. Wait, what happened to my ESP? Didn't I buy it? I swear I bought the other thing as well, and it's not here. Right? Am I crazy? Anyway, just browsing. Should I also get a better gun? I kind of I want armor more than anything, I think. Who sells the armor again? Does he sell armor? Cash weapons. Oh, do we have an upgrade on the SMG? 5, 6. No, we don't have an upgrade on the SMG. 4 armor. Secure tech armored clothing. Secure tech armored clothing. Let's go ahead and grab that. This is 1 armor. Equip that. 4 armor. Great. Alright, cool.